They built all these new fancy kiosks that that are super controlled. I'm sure there was a big contract for it and everything is much more secure. Now you have to walk a long way. You have to walk a very long way to this kiosk, and then you go through there, and then you go into this sort of long avenue of razor wire between two chain link fences, and then you walk along. It's like a gauntlet back to the entrance to Division 6, which you used to could just get out of your car and go into. So I guess it's a security question, but I did bring one of the older women out of the church with me, and for her it was just incredibly arduous to walk, even just from where I parked the car, down to this thing and then back. And as we were in there waiting to see him, we were seeing these, people who didn't have the privilege of having a car get off the bus at 31st Street, pregnant women, women with children in strollers, in all weathers. We're just watching them, walking past Division 6 all the way down to this kiosk and then back through the razor wire. And it also tells you a little something, walking through that razor wire avenue is rhetorically powerful. So I understand that they want everything to be secure, and that makes sense for everybody, but there's in these ways there just doesn't seem to have been much motivation to encourage or support or provide help to family members. So that's one thing. I think the biggest concern I have is the fact that a lot of relatives and people who would visit and would bring real solace to the inmates are simply physically unable to do it. You can get to the jail by public transportation, but if you're old and and struggling, that's harder. But there's not much you can do about that from the jail. But I really think not just making it easier to wait, given that we have to wait, a place, I gotta believe in that massive facility, it's 7% of the city. They should be able to find places for old people to sit down while they're waiting to see their inmate. If there was a way to communicate better with people, like many is the time you get there and the tier, you find out only when you're in line, when you've come to the front of the line, that their tier is on lockdown. Just that tier. So if you could push a text out to family members, tier 2A is on lockdown, that would help.